Sometimes we want to break a large project into smaller projects. For instance, maybe we need another user to work on part of the project, so their changes roll in while we work on the bigger picture. Or maybe our project is very large, and we want to divide it into smaller parts for multiple people to work on, such as people who represent different parts of the project pipeline. On a normal shared network drive, team members will often have their own file space where they will randomly pass each other files, projects, and sub-projects. Other times, team members simply collect their files in a zip file and pass them around over email, clogging mail servers and creating yet another disorganized mess. But in situations like these, Pika can be incredibly handy. First, Pika lets us nest projects inside other projects. Second, Pika allows us to subdivide our projects. A project inside another project is called a subproject. Subprojects aren't really special or different, they're just like regular projects. All Pika is doing is referencing the subproject's main branch inside the other project. In Pika, subprojects enable the scale of our projects to increase dramatically, but more importantly, they increase our ability to collaborate without disorganizing our workspace. There are two ways to create a subproject. The first is by taking a project that already exists and dragging it into an open project branch. Pika will want us to save the subproject's main branch inside our branch folder so it can rebuild the branch and begin tracking it. Pika downloads the project from the library and adds it to the Open Projects or Watched Projects section. Then Pika recreates the subproject's main branch inside our project. If we take a look at our branch folder on the desktop, we will see the subproject's main branch was recreated inside. To subdivide part of our project into a subproject, let's select our branch and click Commit. That way, Pika will better be able to track the project and assess changes. Let's name our version and write a description. Now, let's click the Divide button. Pika wants to know if we want to create a full-fledged project inside our project. If we click Yes, the end result will be a completely searchable project that will be like any other. If we click No, the project will be invisible to everyone but us. For the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to click No because I just want to create a temporary project so I can have my coworker make some edits. Now let's save our new subproject folder in the branch folder. This is the subproject folder Pika will track when we're done. Next, Pika will want us to incorporate some files and folders. This is where we select anything we want Pika to move over to our new subproject. Click Add Items and select anything you wish Pika to move to our new subproject. Then when you're ready, click Incorporate Files and Folders. At this point, Pika gathers the items you selected into a new folder in your branch folder. If you told Pika you wanted to make a full-fledged project, a Create Project panel will pop up for you to fill out and commit your first version. If not, Pika will name the subproject for you and commit a version of the files in that folder. From here, you can treat this new subproject like any other project. I think I'm going to pass these documents to my coworker so she can make edits. It should be noted at this time that the subproject folder in your branch is just a reference. Pika does not track any changes that take place inside the subproject folders. If you sent your subproject to another user who made changes, or if you made changes to your subproject's main branch, you will need to update the reference to your subproject in your branch folder. That way, Pika will carry over any changes to the subproject inside your branch. And when you commit, Pika will note the new reference to your subproject in this version. To update your subproject, click on the subproject with the warning sign next to it. Pika will ask you if you want to update the reference folder. Then click Update. Pika will rebuild the newest version of our subproject's main branch. It looks like my coworker sent back some changes to this document. Since these changes affect the rest of my project, I'm going to commit the main branch so they're carried over. Now that I have the changes I need, I don't really need this subproject anymore. What I really want is to merge it with the rest of the project. To do this, click the sub-project under your branch and click the Close button. This tells Pika to cease tracking the sub-project folder and treat everything inside as though they belong to your project. Now I'm going to commit this branch just so the changes are recorded. There's just some important things to note. Pika does not track changes inside the sub-project folders. Remember, sub-project folders are just references to a project's main branch. So if you make a change in this folder, Pika won't see it when you commit. And if you update the folder, Pika will overwrite anything you've done in this folder. Just remember, to make changes to your sub-project folder, make them in your sub-project's main branch, then carry them over to your project and commit.